Today we're going to talk about and unbox the Rise Against Career Vinyl box set. That is a mouthful to say, but as a vinyl nerd myself, for something that goes for about $300 plus online currently, like today, right now, if you wanted to go out and buy this version, which we'll get into the versions in a second, for something that goes for over $300. There wasn't many videos online. I think Rise Against, the official YouTube page for the band, has like a 50-second video that kind of really blows past everything that's in here. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. We don't normally do like unboxings or talk about vinyl on the channel, but I am a vinyl nerd, so hopefully you enjoy this, and we're gonna go over, I'll showcase what's in the box set, so if you wanna, spend over $300 for it, you know exactly what you're getting. So before we kind of really dive in, the one big difference about like the versions of this are you can get the vinyl records could be black or they can be clear. That's really like the big difference. And the clear ones, which is what I have here, go for considerably more than the black LPs. So I got this one actually as a Christmas gift, so it's been a while that I wanted to do this video, obviously. So I can't speak to that, or obviously it was a gift, so it's not like I paid for this, and I actually don't know. I got this from my brother, and I actually don't know how much he paid for it. But if you look online as of when I'm recording this, there are various, different, I know he got this from Amazon. So like, if you're worried about ordering something this much from Amazon, like I know people kind of are concerned about ordering, vinyl and LPs from Amazon. I've done it a few times and I've never had an issue. I did once order a LP and they just gave me, I can't remember what I was ordering, maybe like a Frank Turner LP or something, and they just gave me a Rolling Stones record instead. So they gave me not that it was broken or anything, they just gave me something completely different, but returned it, got the new one, so it wasn't like a big deal or anything. But there's no damages like with this was from Amazon, so if you're worried about ordering like vinyl from Amazon, at least from my experience, if something arrives broken to you, I apologize, but at least for all the times that I've done it, nothing's ever been broken or anything like that. So getting back to the price, as I'm looking right now, I can see the because there's 8 LPs, 8 records that you get in this, and the black ones right now you can get for $175, and then when you jump up to the clear version, we're talking $300 from Tower Records, $243 from Amazon. I would assume it's got to be on sale. It is on sale, at least right now, so there's only 14 left in stock as I'm recording this, so sorry if you haven't jumped on it, but it is on sale because normally it is $349, but as of, I'm recording this, it's $243 on Amazon, $299 at Best Buy. So there's a bunch of different, I don't know why the prices are so different, even if we're just talking about like the clear, the clear vinyl records, which are more expensive, yeah, I don't know. So the prices are pretty crazy as far as like, one of them is $300 right now, but if I want to go to Amazon, it's $243.73 to be exact. So I save so much more. So, it's kind of weird, but that's like the only real difference as far as I know. Obviously I only have the clear box set, so I can't speak if there's any more like, small differences or anything like that. But those are like the choice that you have to make. Do you want to spend more and get the clear vinyl, or do you want to save a little bit and you'll just have the 8 records that will just be the black, and they're both 180 gram. So if you're a super nerd, and that's obviously important to you, the sound quality, for the most part should be the same. So before we kind of jump into like the official unboxing, this is what it looks like on the side. You have the kind of Rise Against logo there, and then you have, it's kind of heavy if you are wondering. There are 8 records in here, and a booklet and stuff like that, and obviously you have the heart here. So I don't know, hopefully it should be easy to see on camera, but you can see that it has, Rise here on the corner in the white, and if you go around, I believe I put it in the right way, it spells out Rise 2 here as well. Does that make sense? Yeah, it is the right way, isn't it? Yes. So hopefully it is when I go back and edit this. But so this is kind of the outside, and if you're wondering like how it opens, it just kind of comes out here, and then you have I'll kind of showcase everything here on the side, and then you kind of have where the records are and where the booklet is, And then you have kind of the back side here. So it opens, I'll have a better like view in a second here, but then, you know, it opens just as like, you know, like a large book would. And then the records are in here. So this is kind of the inner casing where everything is held. If you can probably kind of just display it like this if you wanted to like fan everything out and kind of have it like that instead of just kind of like throwing it in the box. And then this is just, you know, an empty box. So, you know, you have that as well. So opening the booklet up right away, it's kind of weird to call it a booklet since it's so big, but when you open it up, you can clearly see that this is top quality. So whether you're paying for the kind of the more cheaper version or the more expensive version with the clear vinyl, you know, you're getting quality regardless. So in the beginning, you kind of just have a bunch of pages going over the band's history, interviews and quotes with every member of the band, and they split it up, which, you know, really kind of makes sense by album, and you can kind of go in and see, you know, what the band was thinking at the time and what was going on in the world at the time. And then once you get past the booklets, there are a couple really cool things that would kind of make really cool posters if you're a diehard Rise Against fan. And then you kind of flip through, and then you can kind of see every album if you think about it, it's basically as if you owned every album on vinyl individually, and then it's just put together in one booklet. I realize that might kind of sound obvious as I just said it, but that's what the inside really looks like, and then everything is kind of, you know, glued and stapled together in for the booklet. But as far as like the kind of like the individual vinyl, you know, that's in here, like the book, or not the booklets, but the individual vinyl, you know, covers and back covers, they all feel great. They feel sturdy. Nothing feels, you know, cheap or anything like that. So if you're worried about, you know, spending all this money and being like, oh, I wonder if, you know, the quality is at least good, trust me, the quality here is, you know, top notch. The Rise Against did not skimp on, you know, quality with this at all. If you're actually wondering what the individual vinyl looks like, here is Siren Song. Hopefully that focuses, and you can kind of see I'll have some different angles and stuff here, but this is the clear LP, obviously, if you couldn't figure that out. But because I know in some of the pictures online they almost look you know, a little bit blue, depending on like some of the images, but they are clear, and like this is what you're gonna get. So don't, you know, expect that you're getting something that's like tinted a little bit blue or not at all. It's, you know, as clear can get. Again, I just really wanted to make this because I didn't see anything online that kind of really detailed what was in the box set. And again, in my opinion, if you're going to spend, you know, all this money, you should, you know, at least kind of know what you're getting yourself into. If you got the money to spare, I highly recommend it. Obviously, if you like Rise Against and you don't have, you know, the albums, this is a easy way to catch up. Now, this ends, the last album that you're going to get is Wolves, right? Yeah, is Wolves. So if you're wondering like, hey, how many albums do I get? You get everything up to Wolves. And it does have, because I feel like a lot of people have a lot of questions about the unraveling and stuff like that. It does have, you know, the unraveling is what we kind of start with, and then we go, you know, chronologically with what the band released as far as albums go, and it ends with Wolves. So those are the 8 that you are going to get, and nothing more. So if you want, you know, like a 7-inch or some EP, you know, that the band released a long time ago that's not in this, or if you want, you know, one of the new albums, anything post-Wolves, you're not going to get it. But if you want to catch up and get, you know, 8 records right away, they sound good, the stories and stuff here are super interesting, the band's history and stuff like that, because I know they released a DVD, right, a while ago, I wouldn't say more than a while ago, but so this kind of covers any of like the new stuff, and it kind of goes into what the band was thinking at the time. But I highly recommend this if you have, you know, the money to spare, or, you know, I know we're ways away from Christmas, or if somebody's got a birthday coming up, and you know, love them and you got the money to spend, and they're a huge Rise Against fan, you know, I mean, I really don't think you can go wrong with this. You know, I think it's, like I said, top quality, the records sound great, and, you know, worth the money if you have the money to spend. You know, normally I end the videos with a question, but I don't really have a question. This is kind of just me giving some insight on you know, the box set and what you would get. I guess the obvious question is like, what other bands would you like to see release a box set? But realistically, that's just going to be mostly people commenting their favorite bands. But, you know, I guess that'll be the question. You know, what box set, you know, what band would you like to see release like a box set? I guess off the top of my head, I think Joyce Manor would be kind of cool. You know, they have a bunch of different stuff and putting it into one place. I feel like, too, I've thought about doing a video about this. Let me know if you'd like to see this about, you know, vinyl obviously has gone up in price recently with the delays and everything, which, you know, is totally understandable. But even before this, I feel like, you know, rare punk rock and emo alternative scene vinyl is always so expensive. And, you know, some of these bands, you know, weren't mainstream bands and ever like blew up, but like their stuff is like, you know, you get 8 records here for, let's call it $300. And there are some, you know, punk vinyl out there that's, you know, $150 for one. So maybe I'll do a video about that in the future. Let me know if you'd like to check that out. If you want to see more, you know, just vinyl videos, I have a huge collection. I think I might have, there might still be a video, you know, from years past where I talked about kind of some of the rare vinyl that I have. I don't know if it's still up or not, but I can always do some more. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to get all nerdy with me as I talk about some of the cool vinyl I have in my collection. But as far as like a band I'd like to see do, you know, a box set, I think Joyce Manor would be cool. The Menzingers, they're a band that, like, you know, I've talked about it before. Their first 2 albums, I think, on vinyl are pretty expensive, and those are the ones that, you know, the band didn't really explode onto the scene until on The Impossible Past. So so maybe, you know, that would kind of be like a band I'd like to see put out a vinyl box set. But so that is, you know, the unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. The Rise Against Career vinyl box set. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some insight to, you know, what this is, and I hope it helped you make a decision whether you want to throw down the money and grab this. Please like and share the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell all your friends. Follow me on Twitter. And as always, thanks for watching.